Round of 16. What a heat right here. Filipe Toledo taking on J.Marshall. Filipe, two-time world champ, coming off a great year off to spend some wonderful time with his beautiful family.
This means that he is not intimidated.
He is so strong against big names on tour as we look at Toledo moving quickly just to create some space. Climbs over that section, lays the rail down, and he's just tracking. You can see he got over the wedge. Now down to a double up. Look how many different wave profiles he's surfed, and now it's going inside out. He'll just tuck in quickly to the pocket, alley-oop to transition out. He surfs like he is a video game. He just responds. There doesn't seem like there's anything pre-planned. He can just react, and that's what makes this man so dangerous. Freestyle type performance. Jake was like, yeah, you can take this wave. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah, he gets caught behind the section there. Well, he actually floated to get around it. Then he goes into a great carve here, down the line again. And you think he's nearly running out of space here. That might be the end. No, over the double up. It slightly goes below sea level right here, Joe. Look at this stall. Classic Burleigh barreling. Beautiful slow motion. Look at that. There's no bottom on that wave whatsoever. And then just, goes into the innovative part of his surfing. Took himself out of the next one. Looked like a promising wave. Again, this might be okay.
Jake's going to get a chance. Trying to pick out the best waves as he lays down an aggressive forehand hook. Tracks off the top and lands it perfectly. His rails have been hot for the last couple of events on tour.
Sealing, whereas this is a bigger wave, Joe.
100% Bugs. And how about that first turn?
Awesome.
Second one with the airdrop as well.
The first turn, though, this is where he got the points. Beautiful rail work there. Transitions back on the inside rail, and then just, got a bit of air on the way down, like perfectly timed. It's just really, hitting the points in the pocket, staying in that power pocket, doing the big slashing turns. There's just no feeling like it.
Gosh, and you're always trying to measure who's the powerhouse on tour, who's got that big turn on the open face that can gain points, who's going to move to the twin fins, and do we have to? And a couple of guys wanted to hang on to those single fins a little bit longer.
Yeah, I think Michael Ho, Shane Aran and I were the last three holdouts.
As we look at Toledo running down the line and just getting a little bit tangled up on that section as he goes down.
Yeah, I mean, now these guys are surfing completely different parts of the wave. I mean, say J.Marshall has taken a leaf out of the Liam O'Brien book. He's gone deep up the point, and wow, too deep on that one.
Makes it tricky. Sometimes you can lose your heat just based on being in the wrong spot. Toledo, though, can freestyle better than anyone. Nice speed jam into a wrapping cutback. Now slowing things down. The wave's starting to die out on him, so he'll call that a performance on wave number 4 and get the lift from the Red Bull ski.
As we see as we go down the line, starts pretty good here, solid. Power block around that section. Now the wave just sort of gets a bit sleepy, and it just offered no more scoring potential.
Yep, and just cruising, looking loose, looking happy. And how about Jake on his second wave?
Yeah, he's definitely going for those bigger waves. Two big moves there by Jake.
Iago super grateful to be in this position. Best start of his career on tour. Big throw tail incomplete for J.Marshall, so mixing it up a little bit. His wave before was a 5.5.
Great surfers from the Byron Lennox area.
As we have J.Marshall representing Seaside Reef in San Diego. A lot of San Diego talent that we've seen over the years. One man that's originally from Huntington.
He has grown into a tour regular now, and before it was a bit of a tenuous hold on the tour, but now he looks solid.
Having a look here and already driving through the first carve is a two-time world champ. Toledo tracking, The wave's not really bowling out yet, but hang in there. Maybe things will change. It's still staying a little bit slopey, but his surfing looks solid. What'd you see on this one, Bugs?
Yeah, just definitely in his top two, I'd say. Here, Joe, he gets a nice turn on in the early stages of this heat. There's a couple of roundhouse cutbacks, and this wave now goes a little sleepy, but he able to just finish it off that second last move there.
He won a car, and he didn't even have a driver's license at the time. Potts was just a super talented young teenager taking on the world, and I think he found his way around Australia safely. As we look at Toledo, just a snap to incomplete.
Put him into first place.
Important ride for Toledo, ramping up, big full rotation. Toledo gets an enormous landing. And his support crew is losing it.
Talk about turning a heat, Joe. This is unbelievable. Just one huge move right out there into the flats. Landed perfect. I think the landing really gave him the big points.
And just gigantic rotation. That's the fire that Filipe Toledo wanted to feel, Bugs.
Oh, he sure did. Look at the speed he attacks this with. Lightning rotation.
However, it can get a little funny when you're trying to break down the exact degree of where they launched and locking it in, but I know where that is going because these guys are pulling off just gigantic smooth rotations. Here we go, crazy wedge. Toledo, you could tell, has just found the flame, just building with that big full road landing. Just his body language just looks so good when he takes the lead. It's such a confidence guy, isn't he? Reminding him of so many wonderful memories and victories on tour.
Yeah, well, as Jake goes in and out on that one because he needs the best wave he's had so far. He needs a 7.51.
10 seconds for J.Marshall to try to turn this thing around. Here it comes. Flowing through the first turn, wave splits a bit. Not a heavy section, but he's got to commit just in case. Finding nice flow, but he really needs something big here. Lays into a solid gouge, but already looking out the back. And Jake just feeling his way down this point. What a great run through this event, but tough when you're not getting a big set wave like he had for a 6.67, because he need more than that. He needed a 7.51.
He sure can, and he is in the mix now. Top 8 for sure.
And that full rotation is going to save him here when the sections are right in front of him at Burleigh Heads.